All right, ladies and gents, I think we are just about ready to get tonight's stream rolling here. Welcome everybody. Back again to another stream. Hope you guys are doing just dandy. Really quick, streaming schedule is as follows here, except for we usually do trivia on Thursday. I know it's Friday, but we did not do trivia yesterday, so we are doing it today. Today is stream number 667, and in case you guys have not heard the news, I believe I have solved our lagging problem. Hooray! Rejoice! The evil has been defeated. No, but I ran yesterday over to the great blue beast known as Best Buy, got myself a 100-foot long cord that now connects from my computer directly to my router that's down the hallway and in another room. So I think we are all good to go there. I think the lag is no more. We ran a few test streams last night. In case you guys were on, what am I trying to say? I can't think. We did a few test streams last night. Just one second here as I turn on my light. One of them was private. I ran that separately for about a half hour. No lag, worked out there. And we did a little public test stream too that is now no longer on the channel. It was deleted. So if you were there, you know what was up. But, long story short, I believe the lag problem is no more because we've been streaming for a good time now, like a good long while, without any lag. So hooray for all of that good stuff. Yes, praise the 100-foot cable. The only thing that I needed in life, apparently. But how are you guys doing on this lovely Friday evening? How you guys doing? Any good plans for the weekend? Yeah, I thought it was OBS too, because I'm like, there ain't no way it's my internet. And I still don't think it is the internet's problem, because the internet is working fine still. It's just that the router was too far away from the computer or something stupid like that. Like it couldn't get through the walls or something dumb. Who knows? But we are still working on the same internet here, and it's going fine. So I know that's not the problem. I think the problem was just like the distance away from the computer and all that jazz. Hooray for that. Doing good, doing pretty good. Awesome, very cool. Can we hear your thoughts on what powers go to the remaining Source Dragons? Yeah, so in case you guys have not been keeping up with the news and such, Glenn Lacken has been over on Blue Sky once a day now, pumping out the Source Dragon powers, what Source Dragons have which power and all that. So far, he's revealed Motion and... what was the one today? Flow. Motion and Flow. So yeah, curious to see what other powers belong to what Source Dragons. I would love... I think the one that I'm most curious about is Balance. I'm not sure how much is actually going to be revealed for that one. The Balance Source Dragon. Seems like that's the most, mysterious one of the entire selection. So I have no idea, but I assume that one has, like, Creation, Destruction, the first Spinjitzu Master specific powers or what have you. Who knows? I guess we will see. Trying to think. I would love, and I can't remember if this is confirmed or not, but I would love for Geo's elemental power of fusion to be from the Strength Source Dragon, just because it would be the same dragon as Cole, I just think that would work out real well. Let's see. We're also not going to do spoilers for Season 3, Part 2. No thank you. Feel free to read the pinned comment. You can't miss it. There's a pinned comment with red lights. You can't miss it. Wait, listen to this. Yeah! That's a Baja Blast getting opened up. Get Baja Blasted. I would have preferred to do, like, a full, like, predictions video, but... ran out of time. I feel like what I'm going to do instead is, when it's all said and done, probably do like a collective video, like a big chart, with all the confirmed powers and, what dragons they belong to. I think I'll do that because I kind of ran out of time to do a predictions video. So, What else do we have here? Are you excited for the new Lego Batman game? I am. I think it looks pretty cool. I want to do a video about it, but I haven't had the time just yet, especially with all of the leaks and whatnot happening as of late. So haven't done a video on it yet, but I would like to talk about it at least a little bit in video form. So I actually have the tab like for an article about the game saved on my desktop. Just, you know, it's begging to be made into a video. I will probably do that eventually. How was the K-pop Demon Hunters sing-along? Went to it on Sunday. It was epic. Yeah, so I went to that last weekend on Saturday, and it was pretty epic. So me and Kat went, right? We pull into the parking lot. Literally 2 seconds later, some other guy pulls in with his windows down, just blaring the soundtrack out of his car. And we're like, oh, the sing-along starts in the parking lot, does it? Look at that. So yeah, we got to hear all of that, and the same guy was actually in our theater, you know, at the same screening as us, so that was fun. But yeah, people were singing, people were cheering, people were freaking out when the Saja boys showed up, which was really funny. And there was, right next to us, there was a gap, and then there was like a family. It was like a dad, a mom, and this girl, right? She must have seen the movie like so many times, like at home, because she was quoting the movie like line for line, beat for beat. And it's like, you can't be mad at that. It's K-pop Demon Hunters, right? So I thought that was funny. Yeah, the theater was going crazy. Not like as crazy as I've seen some theaters get. I saw over on Instagram some theaters were absolutely just losing their minds, you know? My theater wasn't that bad, but it was fun overall. Yeah, it started in the parking lot. Hooray for that. Did I like Season 3 Part 2? Where would you rank it? Ooh, can't say where I would rank it yet, just because I'm not sure fully. But I will be doing, I think, a Dragon's Rising ranking video, probably, instead of doing like a season ranking. Because I feel like it's way too, not only is it too soon after my last season ranking, which was last year, my opinions haven't changed that much. The only addition would be adding Season 3 Part 2, or just Season 3 in general. So what I think I'll do instead is do like a Dragon's Rising ranking, like specifically ranking the 6 parts that we have so far. So look forward to that. But overall, I thought Part 2 was solid. I have some issues with it, have a lot of issues with it, as a matter of fact. But overall, I think it's definitely more good than it is bad. So it's solid. It's decent. It's fine. Let's see. Went to Walmart today, got a Star Wars set for $24.50, currently building it right now. Also went to the comic store, got a tiny Ironhide. Very cool. Sounds like you got quite the haul there. Hopefully the Star Wars set is fun for you to build. I was actually at a card shop earlier today. I posted this over on Instagram, and we're also gonna mute this person for the emoji spam. Let's try not to spam emojis in the chat as well. Thank you very much. I was at a card shop earlier today, and I found a Fire Temple set from OG Ninjago for $219 used. Not bad, but nothing that I need. So I passed on it, but it was kind of surreal for a second seeing like the Fire Temple in person, just randomly in the wild at a card shop of all places. I was there for Pokemon cards. I wasn't there for Ninjago sets, but they had Ninjago sets. How about that? And yeah, we're going to start with trivia here in a second. Just kind of settling in here. Am I still going to do episode reviews for part 2? Yes, I am. In fact, most of them are already done. Most of my episode reviews are already done, ready to go. I just can't upload them until the 4th. But on the 4th, you can expect all of my episode reviews to be going up that day. Going to be kind of spamming out reviews that day. You know, like I do every time there's a massive release. But yeah, most of them are done. I know for sure I have 1 through 7 done, but I still need to do 8 through 10. They've been recorded, and I've collected the screenshots, and I've made the thumbnails, but I haven't actually edited them yet. But most of them are all good to go and are already done, so hooray for that. With that being said, though, guys, how about we get things rolling for trivia this evening? Now, like I said, we're going to be doing the same trivias that we worked on yesterday, or that we were going to do yesterday. I did see that a few of you guys did do some submissions. One person's submission was a little inappropriate, so I had to send back some notes like, hey, can you reword a few questions, because that's kind of not so stream appropriate. Another submission that I got is over 100 questions, and that's just amazing. So we are definitely going to be having to probably do that one next week to dedicate like a whole stream to it, because it's over 100 questions. So that one's going to be fun. Let's try to do a few old ones though today. Where is it? I just had it. Don't know where it is. 1 second, I will find it. Trying to figure out which one it was, because they all look the same, because they are all thumbnails of Kai. Which Kai am I looking for? Like, genuinely, why can't I find it? What number is it? 613? Hold on. I'll get there. I'll get there. Control F. 613. Wait, there it is. All right, I found it. We're good to go. I'm also going to be muting my computer volume because Blookit does not like to mute itself. And let's get things rolling here. Let's get it. Yes. Big screen that, and share screen. Okay. Got to readjust here as per usual. There we go. Perfect. Round 1 is live. Probably going to do a few rounds this evening. Feel free to join up if you would like. If not, by all means, you are more than welcome to just hang out in the chat, watch the chaos. Yeah, 100 questions. Yep, it was a Blookit. Yes, indeed. A 100 question Blookit. So, yeah, probably going to be doing that one next week, you know, to dedicate like a whole stream to it. Yeah, Running Monty. Shout out to you. Yours is going to be next week, though, like I said. As I take a sip of my water. It probably won't take too long because each question is about 20 seconds. So I think we can get through everything within a stream, like, reasonably. But we'd probably have to start, like, right away. Who's here for the chaos? Me. Do you like NFL? I'm not, like, a sports guy, you know? Color me surprised. The Ninjago YouTuber is not a sports guy. I know. Saw a lot of original G1 toys, really good condition. Sealed Combiner Wars Megatron for $50. Very cool. That sounds awesome. I want to collect, like, maybe some of the OG Beast Wars toys. And I have one. I have Quick Strike. Not sure if I'm going to need him, though, coming up soon, because I like the new one a lot better that they're coming out with. So, what Ninjago episode got you hooked? Well, honestly, the first one, because, you know, I've been here since day one, but I'm not sure if that's what got me hooked on Ninjago, though. I mean, that's what, maybe, that's what sealed the deal for sure, like the pilot episodes, but I first heard about Ninjago through the Lego Club magazine, so, and then I checked out the show, and then, you know, that's pretty much all there is to it. Did you know a Kids Bop version of the Weekend Whip actually exists? Does it really? I can't imagine that's all that great. All right, let's begin here. Like I said, same quiz we were doing yesterday, just actually doing it this time. And also this is, again, recycled from a previous trivia night. As I take a sip of my water. Or my Baja Blasted, I should say. Haven't tried the new flavor yet because they don't have a 0 sugar option, unfortunately. How do you like the K-pop Demon Hunters Funko Pops? They're pretty cool. I pre-ordered 2 of them. I got Mira, you know, because I like Mira. Mira's my girl. And I got Derpy. Omar, thanks for the sub, by the way. I got Derpy for Kat because Kat wanted Derpy, so I got her Derpy. She doesn't like pre-ordering things. But I'm like, bruh, if you don't pre-order, they're going to sell out. And last I saw, they did sell out. Yeah, no Genu. I ordered from Amazon, and for some reason, Amazon didn't have Genu. But maybe I'll find him in the wild. If I do, I'll totally get him too. Salvage Mech. Yeah, the derpy one looked sick. Like his eyes like glow in the dark. Looked awesome there. Think I got hooked on the Royal Blacksmiths. What sealed it as my favorite animated show was season 5. Good episode to get hooked on, absolutely. And yeah, season 5, for sure. Great season there. How much are they? I think they're like $15 each. I assume you're talking about the Funko Pops. I think they're about 15 each. James Gunn says, should I watch Ninjago? Totally. You totally should, James Gunn. You should totally also direct the live-action Ninjago movie if you're not busy with your DC stuff. Favorite Saja boy? Probably Genu. I think he's the best. All the other ones are kind of like, you know, they're not like I guess they are kind of background characters. They're certainly not as prominent as Genu, my boy Genu. There's no figures for the other Saja boys, no Bobby either. I bet you they'll do those eventually. I feel like the Funko Pops were like a last-minute thing on Funko's part because they didn't expect this movie to be as big as it was. So I reckon eventually we will get like probably other variants of Huntrix, maybe definitely the other Saja boys, and then yeah, definitely Bobby. I'm sure he's going to get one eventually. It'd be weird if he didn't. They've done Funko Pops for less significant characters in other movies and shows, so I'm sure he'll get one. I feel like this is just like the first wave, though, you know? My goodness. Baby Saja raps go hard. Not gonna say I disagree with that. I'm just not the biggest fan of Baby Saja, just as a design. I don't know, he looks a little weird. Not a fan of the blue. He does have blue hair, right? Not a fan. Not a fan of the blue hair. Let's see. Will K-pop Demon Hunters collab with Lego? Not sure. That would be pretty sick though. Like they could do a few different sets. Surely they could. You guys know like the BTS set that exists, like the Lego BTS set. They could do that, but with the Saja boys, and instead of whatever song it's for, I think it's maybe Dynamite from BTS. It could be for Soda Pop. And then you could also make the plane that they all jump out of at the beginning. That could be a cool set. I'd buy them. For sure. Awakenings. Thoughts on Peacemaker Season 2's intro? It's pretty good. I like it. Not as much as I like the intro for Season 1, but solid. Like Mystery because he's the only one with demon features. Is he actually? What's his demon feature? Does he still have like the fangs or whatnot? I don't know. Haven't paid that much attention to Mystery. Again, my favorite Saja boy is Genu. Yes, James Gunn. It is on Netflix. Do you have a big prediction for the future of Dragons Rising? Ooh. I have, like, obviously theories. Like, I'd say this is, like, more so a prediction for, like, not maybe the end of Dragons Rising, but maybe the future of Ninjago just in general. I feel like Eren is eventually going to become, like, the world's greatest ninja, because they're kind of setting him up for that title. Everyone's telling this guy he has so much potential. So, you know, he has the potential to be the best ninja. It's probably going to happen at some point, I imagine. Not sure if that's going to be the end of Dragons Rising, though, or maybe the series after. It's hard to say. Kind of depends on what they do. But I think he totally could be. Kind of want to see what a future Eren looks like with, like, just elite level of ninja skill. Spinjitzu skill. Funny thing is, Baby Saja only had one speaking line out of singing. That's funny. That's what I'm saying. Background characters, right? Oh, man. Is Kai your favorite ninja yet? He's up there, you know. I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but ever since Dragons Rising started, Kai's been slowly but surely, you know, creeping up the rankings for me. Cole is still the best, though. What app is this quiz on? This is called Blookit. It's a website, actually. Blooket. Or is it Blookit? No idea. Have you watched Stranger Things? I have not. Have not seen Stranger Things. Do you have the Frack minifigure? Not yet, but I do plan on getting him eventually. Just waiting for the Bricklink prices to go down. Which, by the way, I did order some parts. They should be here tomorrow for a new custom that I'm working on. So that's going to be fun to show off, probably in a video, maybe on Instagram as well. Bought like $10 worth of parts. Well, it was $10 plus the shipping. Not $10 worth of parts, but the whole order was about $10. Only a few parts. So if you saw my Instagram story, you might know what character I'm working on. It is a part 2 character from season 3. A very musical character. A very psychotic character. A very good character, in my opinion. I know a lot of people would disagree with that. It might be Lee. It may or may not be Lee. I just think Lee is neat, you know? Without getting into spoilers, of course. No, I'm definitely not rich, man. I make Ninjago videos. I'm not rich. I definitely don't buy all the sets either. I pretty much just buy what interests me. But I will get Frack eventually. Frack is not worth the $100 asking price of the combat vehicle. Nope. Yes, it is Lee. I have like a little prototype Lee that I'm like saving. Like, here, let me grab it quick. Let me grab the Proto Lee. Because I had like, you know, I have the pants. The pants are like the only thing that I'm like sold on. You know, the pants are good. Don't need to buy new pants for them. But right now I just have like a random like red torso on him, and then just a generic face, and then I have Crux's hair from Hands of Time because I don't have the actual hairpiece in that color, but that is on the order. Should have that by tomorrow. I'm excited to show that off. Lee is a better villain than Thunderfang. Low-key agree though. I don't know. Again, without getting into spoilers, I liked Lee. I'll talk more about that in my reviews. Stay tuned. Do you like Raptin? Not really. Not a big Raptin guy. Ooh, they should give us a cheap set to get Lee so we can army build him. That would be a lot of fun. Absolutely. Because, you know, we can say that, right? He's in the trailer, like, duplicated. The man can duplicate. I don't think that's a spoiler to say. But yeah, that's a really good idea. Fugitive is better than Lee. Not sure if I agree with that. With that being said, though, I would love a Fugitive minifigure. As much as I don't like the character's like personality, his design is pretty cool. Yeah, Lee's probably not going to be in any of the sets. He doesn't really strike me as a character that would be, you know, as I hunger. I have not listened to the new Sabrina Carpenter song. Is it good? Because I've not seen anything about it. Don't know if it's good. Don't know if it's bad. Who knows? Want to get a Raptin minifigure and just throw it. I think I have an extra Raptin somewhere around here. I know for sure I have more than one. Could just toss that one, you know. Yeah, polybag with a bunch of Lees. That'd be cool. Yeah, like a Lee army builder. Or, you know those, like, old, like, minifigure packs that they used to have? Like, they did one for March of the Oni where it was just 3 Onis. They could do that, but for Lees. It's just 3 Lees. Have a Raptin. Made a review for him on my channel. Haven't touched him since. Sounds about right. When's Ninja versus Hunting Rifle Part 2? Probably next time I go up to the to ye old family house, because that's where I shot the first video. My family has like a house out in the middle of the woods. So as soon as I go back up there and I'm willing to actually make the thing, I think it's gonna be me versus probably all of those knockoff Ninjago minifigures now that I have nothing to do with. I have like a big bag of like bootleg Ninjago minifigures that are just begging for it, you know? Begging to get shot. What else do we have here? What's the website? It's Blooket. Blooket. Thoughts on Taylor Swift's engagement? I don't really care too much about that. I'm not like a Taylor Swift hater. I'm also not like a huge Taylor Swift fan, you know? She just exists to me. That's about it. No real thoughts, no real comments. Good for her. Doesn't really affect me all that much. Do you like how season 3 handled Jay without any spoilers? Yeah, for sure. Without spoilers, I thought that they handled him really well. I want to get into specifics, but I can't. But like I said, I have filmed all of my reviews for season 3 part 2 and all of the episodes, and I do talk a lot about the Jay stuff. So, but again, without spoilers, yes, I liked how they handled Jay. Thought it was good. Yeah, sometimes Blooket kicks people out for no reason. It's very buggy for some folks. But we will be doing another round after this, so feel free to try to join up in the next round if you would like. Sorry it keeps kicking you out. Don't know why it does that. It's stupid. Stupid Blooket. Should I buy the set for the Frack minifigure? I'd say no. If you're just buying it specifically for Frack, I'd say probably not. But the set does come with a lot of other minifigures. But even then, I feel like the set is a little bit overpriced, you know, just as it is if you were buying it for everything. My best advice would be to do what I'm doing, which is just kind of waiting a little longer for the minifigure to be more available on Bricklink or eBay. You know, because the more people, or the longer that time goes on here, the more people that are going to be buying the set, parting it out, putting it up on Bricklink. So I'd say maybe just wait for a little while longer. That's what I'm doing at least. Titanium Dragrin. Mein goodness. Is the Soundwave review coming in September? Yeah, the Soundwave review, I'm going to try to get it done probably the week after part 2 comes out, just because, again, with the leaks that happened on Monday, I'm pretty much like swamped with videos like this week and then, or last week and then the week leading up to season 3 part 2. So probably going to be filming it at some point, not this week but next week, and then hopefully getting that out at some point. Then there will be a review, but I'm not sure when it's going to be. You know, because it's probably going to be a minute until it comes up, because those leaks had to ruin everything. Favorite K-pop Demon Hunter song? Ooh, they're all pretty good. I've said before that there's not like a bad song from that movie. Honestly, this might be kind of a hot take, but I think I'm going to go with Free, the one that Rumi sings with Jinu. Let's go with that one. Because that one, like, you know, just ascends. But they're all pretty good, though. La Lloyd. Yeah, Your Idol's pretty good, too. They're all good. Like, any, you know, if someone came up to me and they were like, hey, my favorite song is this, valid. Because they're all good, you know? Could totally see, you know, all the songs being someone's favorite. Ninjago leaks suck. Yeah, they do. Nobody really benefits from them, except for the folks, I guess, that don't want to wait. Maybe they benefit from it, but they're not really beneficial for much else. So it's like, why do we even bother, you know? Let's see. Free's really underrated. Yeah, I'd say so too. I don't really see a lot of people talking about it, but I just like it a lot. Definitely singing along to that one during the sing-along screening, you betcha. Want to punch all Ninjago leaks. So true. Because we don't need leaks, you know? Just let this stuff come out. What the heck? I have not heard about the rare mythical deluxe Soundwave figure. Haven't been keeping up with the Earthspark lore. Is there a really rare Soundwave that exists out there? Oh, I did find G1 or 86 Megatron at Target last night I didn't buy him because I have him already, but my Target had him. And it was kind of like, whoa, he's not going to last here much longer. Question 13. I reckon we'll probably do maybe one more round of this one, and then we'll move on to the other quiz that I have lined up here. Not supposed to be rare, but it is. Gotcha. Isn't season 4 going to be a Lloyd-focused season? I mean, technically Dragons Rising doesn't really have, like, focus seasons anymore, but it sounds like it will, ironically enough, focus a lot on Lloyd. Like, apparently we're supposed to learn a lot about his elemental power. Not sure in what context. We will have to wait and see. So, yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be very Lloyd-heavy, but, again, they don't really have, like, the focus seasons anymore. Not necessarily. Do you like the flutes the Forbidden 5 use? They're creepy. I'll give them that. They kind of like roll in and play the flutes or the horns or whatever. It's creepy. Sound design is peak. 149. Main problem with the leaks is that I can't control myself not to watch them. Also with all the reels and stuff. Yeah, that's exactly it too. That's like another reason why leaks are so like bad, is all the spoilers on social media. I don't know, man. I totally get what you're saying, though. Season 3 would be over this week if it had released weekly. See, that's not too far away from the actual release. So you're telling me that LEGO could release the episodes weekly, and it would take up the same amount of time, but instead they'd choose, like, batch episodes? Like releasing 10 at a time over the course of like, or 10 at a time every 6 months, rather than releasing them individually over the course of like that 6-month period. What the heck? I think that would be a lot more beneficial, honestly. Because can you imagine the hype? Like for 5 to 6 months straight, right? We have there's a plane flying past my window there. What am I trying to say? I lost my train of thought. Can you imagine how hype that would be, though, if like every week we got a new Ninjago episode, and the entire week we just spend like, speculating and, talking, building up to that release? You know how cool that would be? That'd be epic. But alas, they decide not to do that. What else do we got here? In every Dragons Rising season, Sora, Lloyd, Aaron get a major amount of focus. Yeah, I think it's just because technically they're like the main characters of Dragons Rising. So you kind of need to give the big three some focus. Aaron, Sora, and Lloyd. Would like that, but I enjoy binge watching seasons. I totally get the appeal for that way too, right? Like watching all 10 episodes at once when they drop, ideally without any leaks or whatever. I totally understand that perspective as well. I just think like releasing them weekly would just be so great. But, alas, it's not really what happens here. Yeah, because like way back in the day too, that's what it was for Ninjago. Like every Wednesday, there would be a new Ninjago episode on Cartoon Network, and it was amazing. Really like the fact that Lloyd and Nia are getting a lot of attention. Yeah, Nia especially. Like Lloyd, I'd say didn't really need the attention, but Nia definitely. We have Floyd in third. We have Jay and Nia's baby in second, and Arcturus in first. Very cool. Congrats to our top 3 for round 1 of trivia. Let's get round 2 rolling here. I gotta ask though, what game mode do you guys want to play? Because we can play a different game mode this time if you guys would like. What do you guys feel like playing this evening? Gold Rush, Tower Defense, Gold, Tower Defense. Seems like Gold and Tower Defense are like the big two, or at least they were. Seeing a lot of Gold though, so let's do Gold. How's that song go? Gonna be golden. All right, let's get Gold Rush going. 5 minutes on this one, so kind of a short round, and then we will get into the other quiz. So let's open up the room. Round 2. We're doing Gold Rush. Should probably put Lee back on the shelf, or Prototype Lee, as I call him. Boom. Do be tired, though. That's what the caffeine is for. Would you ever in the future start gaming more Minecraft or Roblox? Not likely, but I mean, we do have, I guess it's a confirmation, right? That Ninjago was doing like a Roblox collab at some point in September. Maybe I'll try to play that, or at least like do some content about that, depending on what it is. But probably not likely. Maybe on streams, but like probably not in videos and whatnot. Yeah, Soda Pop as a ringtone. Actually, my ringtone right now is a song from the show Archer, if you guys know what that is. Can't say or can't really sing the song, but, you know, that's my ringtone currently. I was also looking for my phone, only to realize that's what I'm reading chat off of. All right, let's begin. We know how to play Gold Rush. We've done this before. Skip. Dumb. All right, here we go. Really need to watch the G1 episode where the Technobots and the Terracons first appear, because I cannot tell them apart. Can't even remember what they look like in G1, because they weren't in the movie. Yeah, Archer's a good show. I like Archer. It's funny. K-pop, Demon Hunters, Rumi, or Ninjago, Rumi. In terms of which one I like more, probably Ninjago, Rumi. Like which one I prefer as a character, probably Ninjago, Rumi. Rumi is our Rumi. Ha ha ha. Chen or Lee? Definitely Chen. But again, I've been talking up Lee quite a bit as like, you know, a villain, so to speak. I think Lee's kind of cool, but Chen I prefer a lot more, obviously. Let's see. Hey, we're back. We are back. Yes, indeed. Ooh, the Transformers animated theme. That's pretty solid. Pretty good theme song. Yeah, In the Land of Lee. That song has been stuck in my head like all week. It's insane. I did rewatch the rest of the episodes after we got the episode 19 and 20 leak. I did rewatch the rest of the episodes like from the start to do my reviews or whatever. And yeah, the Land of Lee song has been stuck in my head for a hot minute. I might like Lee as a character. I know it's a hot take, but I have not watched Thunderbolts on Disney Plus. I have not. I have the Blu-ray, and I rewatched it like once. Watched it with my dad, and I haven't watched it since. We'll probably never watch it. At least not soon. Joined the game. Awesome. Dude, the song is kind of catchy. I do like the song. Maybe that should be my new ringtone. Getting jump scared by that song every single time I take a call. Look at all this gold. I think that's trillion. Yep, no spoilers, obviously. Doing anything for Labor Day? Probably not. Probably working, funny enough. What day is Labor Day? Like, number-wise. Words. Oh, it's the 1st. Look at that. Yeah, probably nothing special. Probably working. Doing videos and whatnot, you know, the usual. It's weird that it's on a Monday, but I suppose. Yeah, I think the next time we're gonna do a face cam on stream is probably gonna be the Halloween stream. I got to get a better webcam for that though, because my older webcam don't work no more. So, got to get a new one, probably a better one than that old one, because that old one was kind of bad. So probably gonna be getting a new one at some point before the Halloween stream. His song did kind of eat. See, that's what I'm saying. Still waiting for my 86 Megatron, rest of the Constructicons. Yeah, come on, GameStop. Oh yeah, definitely gonna invest in a high quality one. I was looking at Target last night and just kind of casually looking at the webcams there. Seems like they have some good ones there that'll work. So probably gonna be going that route. I don't want to spend too much, but I think I spent like $10 on that other one, and it kind of shows. So I'll try to find a good one here. We have a $5 super chat. Sorry, the sound is turned off, but we have a $5 super chat from JD Gamer. Thank you, JD Gamer. They say, howdy, will you be watching the upcoming Marvel Zombies show? Maybe. Well, first of all, thank you for the super chat, but maybe. Not sure. Maybe because I liked the episode of What If with the zombies, you know, when that show was a thing. So maybe I'll check out the new show. I mean, like I said, that was my favorite episode of What If. So mayhaps, possibly. But thank you, JD Gamer, for the $5 super chat. We appreciate you. Thanks for supporting the channel and whatnot. It only has 4 episodes. Yeah, I heard it was kind of short, but at least it'll be like a quick watch, you know? Like if it's not good, at least we're not going to be like tortured with it. We have Cobra Commander in 3rd, Garma Daddy in 2nd, and Rogue in 1st. Awesome. Very cool. Shout out to the top 3, and let's get the next round rolling here with a different quiz. Gonna try to figure out which one this one is. This one is 11-2. So let me go into my bookets here, find 11-2. There you are. Perfect. All right, let's get you loaded up here. Probably going to do a few rounds of this too, maybe, depending on how much time we have after this round, after round 3. But we are now open for round 3. We're going to be doing like the classic game mode for this one. If we have time, we can totally pick and choose a different game mode to play, but this is just the classic one. Code on the top, QR code top left. Blah. It was originally going to be a movie. Guess that explains why it's only 4 episodes. I wonder if you edited it together, if it would work as a movie. I can't English today. It's been a long week, and I didn't sleep today as much as I wanted to, so probably going to be sleeping tomorrow. Now I have Lee's song in my head now. In the land of Lee. It's such a fun song, though. Like, that's all I've been thinking all week is just, in the land of Lee. I should learn the whole song. What else? Do you think Lloyd is going to suffer more in Season 4? Most likely. I mean, pretty much half of Ninjago at this point is Lloyd suffering, so probably. Land of Lee song or Inner Steel? I like Inner Steel a lot more, you know, like as a song. Land of Lee is pretty good, though. Is it on, like, Spotify? Surely not, right? Surely it's actually not on, like, actual streaming. Land of Lee. Nope. But maybe after the actual season releases. All right. Oop, I accidentally kicked someone out. Didn't mean to do that. But let's start. Let's start. Really sorry to whoever I just kicked out there on accident. I misclicked. Feel free to join back up. Yeah, Inner Steel is on Spotify. Good song. Do you like the idea of the Spectral Warriors? I do. Like the Spectral Dragonians. They're cool. I have some issues with how they were handled in the show. You know, no spoilers. But I like them as a concept. Like ghostly Dragonians. Yeah. Good colors, too. For sure. No, Land of Lee is not on Spotify. Maybe after the season drops. It should be. But it's probably not. What about Morrow? What about Morrow? Who knows? I'll probably talk about that in a video at some point. How about Ghost Thunderfang? He's cool too. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Thunderfang just overall, but I do like the ghost form more than his normal form. Like, I wish it was a set, but it's not. Because Lego hates money. Or no, they love money. That's like half their problems. Did I like the season 3 ending? Yeah, without spoilers, I liked it. Excited for season 4. I'm not sure if the Marvel Zombies trailer's out. No idea. Might be. I haven't looked for it. Do you like Power Lid? No. Power Lid is dumb. I don't get why the show is like constantly trying to push this man. He's not funny. He's not funny and he makes no sense. He's like Raptin, but worse. Yeah, I do not like Power Lid. Way too much time spent on Power Lid in season 3. It's just stupid. Listening to The Land of Lee right now. Awesome. Yeah, Dorama too. Okay, I have like a list of characters now, like a mental list of characters that Ninjago just needs to get rid of permanently. Dorama, don't need him anymore. Raptin, don't need him anymore. And Power Lid, definitely don't need him anymore. Does anyone else belong on that list? I can't remember. Fugidove is like around, but he's not like a main presence in Dragon's Rising. Those 3 though, get them out of here. We don't need them. Power mid. Power mid. He's not even mid. He's just like worse than mid. He's just bad. Power bad. Oh, Labo. Yes. Get rid of Labo too. Now we're talking Dragon's Rising characters specifically here. Like Dareth, yeah, he was in, you know, Dragon's Rising for like 2 seconds, but he's not one of those recurring characters. Oh, yes. How could I forget Roby and Blecht? Get them out of here, too. The list is expanding. No, I like Dr. LaRoe. She can stay. She's not annoying, you know? Oh, the Tide folks except Kizzy. Could totally get behind that, too. Yeah, the South Park Canadians. Because they just straight up look like Canadians from South Park. Like, if you've never seen South Park, right? Just Google image search South Park Canadians. They look like all of the Tide folks. Or the Tide folks look like the South Park Canadians. That's all I can think when I see them. Is just South Park Canadians. Nah, Wildfire can stay. She's fine. She's okay. She's fine. Beatrix, I mean, she's a good villain, but she's not like an annoying character. You know? Yeah, they look like the South Park Canadians, I'm telling you. They're so weird. Oh, hello, Taskbar. Why are you here? Where have you come from, Taskbar? Why are you... Okay, I guess the Taskbar is just gonna hang out here now. Don't know why that's here. You can see all my icons. Look at that. Is that Spotify, bro? Is that Discord, bro? Why do I still have Discord? I got Windscribe, my VPN. Not sponsored. I just use it because it works. It's 64 degrees outside. I'm just distracted by my stupid taskbar. Here, let me try to get rid of that quick. Yeah, that worked. All right, we got it. Yeah, it's cold here, man. I woke up today and it was like 40 degrees outside. I'm like, oh, we're finally back at good weather. It's 92 there. That's insane. I know, right? Swimsuit weather. Exactly. Like I can go outside in my shorts now. It's so warm out. Lee has to get his own spin-off. Honestly, wouldn't be opposed to that. TB and H. I know, it's not even fall, but it's been like really cold lately. Like I haven't really needed to run my AC. I had my window open for a little bit, and the cats were trying to get up in my window. Good thing I checked, because apparently the screen on my window is just terrible, and it doesn't work. Like I pushed on it only slightly, and it started to fall out, so I'm like, nope, no cats in the window. Sorry. Do you like Raptin? No, I don't like Raptin. No thanks. If you had an elemental power, what would it be? Probably water. Because then I would be hydrated all the time. Surely Nia's like, you know, she doesn't need to drink water, does she? Hydrated all the time. Can Nia drink her own water? Who knows? Lightning is cool too, though, I will say. Do you like Jordana? I do like Jordana. I think she's a cool character. Ooh, drew a Decepticon logo in chalk. Basically my childhood right there. I remember very vividly one day drawing like a picture of ZX Lloyd. Like, you know the bit from season 1 where Zane has that vision where it's like the Green Ninja with the Falcon and with the other fist of fire? I drew that on the courtyard one day at school with chalk because I thought it was cool. No, I'm not scrolling on TikTok a lot. My domain is Instagram Reels. That's what I scroll through. Luckily, most of my feed is just K-pop Demon Hunters, so I'm okay with that. It's that or, like, recipes. Because I do a lot of cooking now, so. Ninjago or TMNT. Probably Ninjago, because the only thing I know about TMNT is, like, from some of the movies. Not a big Ninja Turtles guy, funny enough. Favorite Source Dragon? Not too sure yet, because we haven't really seen much of them, you know, like physically, outside of the Motion Dragon, and then maybe a little bit of the Energy Dragon. So, not too sure. Ooh, make a Ninjago cookie. I haven't really done much baking, but I kind of want to. Do a lot of cooking, not so much a lot of baking. Are they the same thing, though? I don't know. Not like a cooking expert. I'm not Chef Ramsay. Hope we get more Source Dragon sets. Yeah, we have early leaks of like a Dragon of Life for January, so maybe that's going to be the Source Dragon of Life. Can't imagine it would be anything else. But yeah, hopefully we do get more Source Dragons. I would love like a Source Dragon of Strength set, because can you imagine just like a gigantic Earth dragon? That'd be so sick. I'd buy that. What else do we have here? Should you watch Transformers? Sure, it's a good time, depending on what show you're watching. I like a lot of their shows. I like a lot of the movies. Not all the movies, but a lot of them. Do you prefer Rontu or Egalt? As characters, probably Egalt. Rontu's not bad, though. Like, I don't dislike Rontu as a character. But Egalt, he's my boy. I like his design. He's like a dragon man with a mustache and a hat. What's not what's not to like about him? Ugh. My goodness. I don't know why I'm all, like, stuffy. Let's see. No, this is probably too late to ask what got you into Ninjago. Definitely not too late to ask. I know I've told the story before, but I got into Ninjago first thanks to one of the Lego Club magazines from way back in the day. They had like a little teaser for Ninjago. So yeah, and it said, watch the show on January 14th. So I watched the show on January 14th. And that's how I got into it. Lloyd can't grow a beard, yet a dragon can. I'll have you know, Lloyd has a luxurious beard. It's just, you know, you can't really see it. But it's there. How old are you? How old am I? I always forget on account of my old age. Dementia's kicking in, boys. Cannot remember. Lloyd with a beard. Bald Lloyd? Let's see. Would you prefer a prequel about Garmadon or a next generation? I would love, you know, we kind of are getting it with like the upcoming Strike of the Serpentine comic. We're kind of getting a prequel series already, but I think it would have been awesome if they did like a prequel show, like maybe after Dragons Rising. Because can you imagine the sets that would be a part of that prequel show? you know? And maybe you could do like a little baby versions of the ninja if you really wanted to. Yeah, 49. Yes, that's how old I am. I always forget on account of me being so old. Can never remember. Have you ever played pickleball? I'm sure I have at some point, but I can't remember. On account of I'm so old. See more. Oh yeah, more Source Dragon icons for season 4, probably. I know I'm so old. Do you like Hands of Time? I like elements of Hands of Time. Overall, as a season, though, it's kind of like mid, in my opinion. Yes, older than Alpha Trion, and that man's old. So what does that? So what does that make me? Oh, I'm totally not being sarcastic. I don't have a beard. I have, like, stubble. Oh, hey, it's glowy. What's up, bro? Day of the Departed or the Ninjago movie? Gotta go Ninjago movie. Day of the Departed is just not good. But I like the movie a lot. I like a lot about the movie. Not perfect. I have my complaints with the ever so legendary Ninjago movie, but I like it a lot more than Day of the Departed. Actually, above my desk, I have a huge Ninjago movie poster. So, I do like the movie. Glowy. I'm going to call him Glowy. Oh, Glowy just chewed off my finger. Imagine that. Whoops. Do I have a favorite Ninjago short? Ooh. I do like a lot of the Legacy Reimagined shorts when those were coming out, you know, for the 10th anniversary. Especially Golden Hour, just because it's about, you know, the Time Twins and Baby Woo and all of that good stuff. I'd say maybe that one. Do you guys remember the core shorts? Like, each one was trying to teach you about, like, a specific virtue of Spinjitzu. Like, one of them was, like, honesty, and they chose Jay for some reason. The most honest character there is. Or there was generosity with, I think it was Zane. He, like, gave up his arm or something. You guys remember those? What a time to be alive. I do hope they make, like, more shorts, kind of like Legacy Reimagined for the 15th anniversary. I think that would be cool. Yes, Jay's the most honest of the bunch. I feel like he got, like, the last, like, pick for virtues, you know? But surely they could have had, like, say, Nia's be honesty, and then maybe Jay could have curiosity. Because Jay's curious. That's why he gets into trouble more often than not. Because he's just following blind curiosity. Who knows? Yeah, more shorts would be kind of cool. Who do you think Rass's master is? Probably a new character that we haven't seen before. Or maybe the Source Dragon of Strength. That seems to be a popular theory at the moment. Watch it be the Overlord, though. The Overlord's back again. He's like, surprise! Thought you were rid of me? No, no, no. And Jay's the most honest ninja. It's just so weird for Jay to be the honesty ninja. Do you think one of the main 6 ninja will die by the end of Dragon's Rising? If it's going to be anyone, it's probably going to be Lloyd. And then, you know, Lloyd can be, in the next season, what Wu is to Lloyd now, but for Eren, if that makes sense. Like, Eren's the new master of the monastery, and then Lloyd is like a ghost. Maybe. Tired from school, so bye, everyone. See ya, Danny. Hope you get some rest. Have a good one. Remember those Weird Dreams shorts they used Ninjago for? I do. Yeah, I do. I do remember those. And then they had that collab, the Dream Team collab. So bizarre. Hey, let's promote this other Lego theme by using our popular Lego theme. What could go wrong? As I hunger. I am pretty hungry, so after stream I'm probably going to make some food. Not sure what I'm going to make yet, though. But I do be hungry, though. Cole's cake in first there is not helping my problem. Would you rather see more of Cinder or the Forbidden Five? Ooh. It's a hard question to answer without getting into spoilers. So I probably won't answer that, but I will say Cinder, I hope he comes back at some point. I think Season 3, Part 2, without getting into spoilers, kind of, left things open for a possible Cinder return. So I would love to see him back again. How many Lego shows exist now? A lot. Way too many. Or maybe not that many, actually, that are currently running. Like Monkey Kid, I think, is done. The Friends show is still going, I know for sure. Dreams is probably on its way out. Maybe not as many as I'm thinking. Yeah, Jordana should come back too. I do have an idea as to how she could come back, but again, can't really talk about that because spoilers. What's her name? Jordana. A few other folks headed out. Sounds good, y'all. Thanks for swinging on by. Why do we have trivia today? Because we did not do it yesterday. So we're doing it today because we didn't do it yesterday. Yeah, because lag ruined the stream yesterday. But I have fixed the lag problem, so we're good now. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 7 minutes, and we have 0 dropped frames. 0 lag. Is this what heaven is like? All I had to do was go to Best Buy and buy that 100-foot long cable. Watch Monkey Kid Season 3, or Season 4 and 5 already. I'm working on it. I said, knowing very well that there's a million things on my backlog that I'm going to have to get to before Monkey Kid. I'll get there one day. One day. Probably not soon, but one day. Probably going to do Chima before I do Monkey Kid. Favorite fast food place to eat at? Ooh. Lately I've been real big into Domino's. Like Domino's Pizza. They do have they do have a deal this weekend. Nah, but I don't feel like paying for delivery. I also don't feel like going out, and I know if I get delivery, it's going to be a lot with the delivery charge and the tip and whatnot, so I probably shouldn't, but that does sound really good. Yeah, let's go with Domino's. Last question here. And then we'll probably do one more round after this. I know we're a little over time, but we can do one more quick 5-minute round after this. So start thinking about what game mode you guys want to play, because we can totally do another one after this. Favorite Ninjago set is the bounty from the Ninjago movie. I'd say that one's probably my favorite one. Have I watched the new Dreams season? I have not. I think the only thing that I've seen from Dreams is Season 1, Part 1. And that's about it. Am I going to buy the Spider-Man CMF? Probably not. Just because there's not, like, a lot of minifigures in that set that I'm, like, wanting. But maybe if I see them at the store, and if I'm feeling, like gambling a little bit, maybe I'll get one. Just one, though. Only just learned the other day that Kirby Morrow voiced Hotshot. He did. I believe in Cybertron. Our worlds are in danger. Alright, top 3. We got Lloyd, best fan, in third. 180 Leo in second. And Shockwave himself in first. Very cool. Congrats to our top 3. And let's get the next round rolling here. Last round. Let's see. What do you guys feel like playing this evening? Because we can totally do, one more round. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, Haley Steinfeld is in it, but not like her. It's like a character that she voices. Still, though, that Gwen minifigure does look pretty good. Like, if I were to get, like, one figure, it'd probably be that one. I also like the Spider-Man 2099 figure. I don't know. If I find him in stores, I might pick one up. Just one, though. It'll be completely random. Probably not going to do the tournament mode because that's a little long, but we could totally do a quick short round. Monster Brawl, Tower Defense. Seeing Tower Defense or Monster Brawl primarily here. Probably not going to do Crypto because we do Crypto a lot. But what if we did Tower Defense? Don't think we've done that one in a while, have we? Let's try it. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Bobby. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Oh, hello, Mommy. Yes, my cat Momo has joined us here. All right, full screen this bad boy, and let's go. Final round, people. As Momo is trying to immediately go get the wires. I don't think so. Wires are not for kitties. No, come here. Yes, good job. Good. Oh, did you guys hear her? She did her little, she does this little meow where she's like, brr, Momo, brr. Can you say, brr? Nope. Momo, brr. Can you speak? Speak, boy. What's that, boy? No, she's not meowing right now, but she's here. She meowed when she came in. Momo, go. No, she's just rubbing her face against the chair. She says, I'm not speaking for you. She says, I'm not what am I trying to say? I'm not here for your entertainment, she says. She's here to receive pets. Yes, head scratches. Yes, indeed. Do you think you'd like Thunderfang better if he had a separate season from the Forbidden Five? Yep, exactly. I think I would. Right, Momi? Yeah, say Thunderfang is overhyped. I agree. Yeah, her eyes are huge right now. Isn't that right, Momi? Yeah, are you excited for food too? It's not time for you to eat yet. You still got like 2 hours. All right, let's roll. Last round, people. Let's do it. Momo's like, where is my food? 2 hours from now, you'll be fed. You can't eat like every second of every day. Is it okay if I add more questions to my quiz? If you want to. Otherwise, the 100 question quiz is already pretty long, and I want to make sure we get through all of it like in one stream. So maybe you could always make another quiz, you know? Send that one my way. Maybe you could add like a few more questions, but we already have a lot on that one. Yes, she has to wait for her grubs. No, you don't need to be going by the cords. Not for kitties. I should get you like a bed for this room or something, Momo. Somewhere for you to sit. Because she's just kind of milling around. Oh, there you go. Yeah, drop to the floor. Oh, is that your belly? Yeah, good job. Good kitty. Let's see. No, don't be playing with the wires. Come on. What else do we got here? My cat heard a dog in the hallway barking and her tail puffed up. Yeah, that's how my cats are too. They're not like, you know, super afraid of dogs, but whenever we were at the old place, our old house, and the neighbor's dog was barking, the cats would be like, what is that? You know, and sometimes they could see the dog from the window, but they're not like, I don't think either of them has seen a dog like up close. Maybe Momo has before, because I'm pretty sure she used to live with a family that had dogs before Cat got her. So, how about you, Momi? Have you seen dogs? She says, I don't know what you're saying. Oh, hello. Hi. No, don't shoot at cables. Don't listen to the chat. They're trying to be a bad influence on you. They're trying to corrupt you. Momo doesn't know where she is. She's like, I don't know what's going on. Your aunt brought her new French bulldog. Well, that's cool. By the end of next year, Ninjago will officially have 20 seasons. It's pretty crazy to think about. Show's probably going to be going on for 20 more seasons. Real talk, though, how long do y'all think Ninjago's going to last? Oh, would you like a Baja Blast? You can give it a little whiff. Oh, she does not like that. Momo's not liking what she be smelling. She says, what on God's green earth? Momo, what's your favorite Transformer? The folks in the chat would like to know. She's like, the one that turns into all the wires under the desk. No. Come on, you don't need to. No, come on, over here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure the wires are warm, but they're also dangerous. Yes, Melon be smellin'. Welcome back to Melon be smellin'. We came up with an idea similar to that. It's like, you know, we just straight up copied it. What if we ran a page about our other cat, Waffle, and we called it Waffle Be Whiffin'? Welcome back to Waffle Be Whiffin'. I'm not sure what yours would be, Momo. And now it's time to let Finn get a treat in. Come on, you don't need to be by the wires. Come here. Thank you. Favorite new ninja? Ooh, honestly, probably Wildfire. I think she might be my favorite of the 5 that we have currently, I think. Yeah, there's 5. Oh, man. Yeah, not sure why they're called the Green Bone Warriors. I think they have, like, some green on them, like, very vaguely. It's like, kind of like a pale green. Oh, my goodness, Mommy. You're going crazy. Yeah, are you hungry, too? Oh, okay. Yes, we're going to go get some food after this. Not you, but me. Your food time's not for a few more hours. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Cheetor or Tigatron? Oh, which one does Momo like more? Probably one of those. But probably Tigatron, since that's the one that I like more of the two. Yes, who's a baba? We're almost done with this round, though, and then we're probably going to call it quits from there. But still, we've been streaming for an hour and 18 minutes. No lag. Not once. Oh my god. We got Lee is hot in 3rd. Don't know if I agree with that, but, you know, preferences will be had. Lee is hot in 3rd, followed by, next up is Lloyd, best fan, again in 2nd, and Gonna Be Golden in 1st. Is that a K-pop Demon Hunters reference, bro? But huge shout out to our top 3. And with that being said, everyone, that's going to do it for trivia this evening. But if you guys want, we can hang out for a few more minutes here, just kind of talk a little bit more. But that's going to do it for trivia. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight for trivia. Usually we do trivia every Thursday. We just didn't this week because yesterday's stream wasn't working. The biggest lie. Why are you feeding her so late? They eat 3 times a day. So they eat once in the morning around like 5 a.m. when Kat gets up and goes to work. Then I feed them around like 1 in the afternoon, and then I feed them again at like 9 at night. So they have their 3 meals, right, Momi? And you're just waiting that 3rd one for the day. So yeah, like 5 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then 9. Every 8 hours, I think. Gotta feed the gremlins every 8 hours, right, Momo? Lee is hot. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. But like I said, people are going to have their preferences, I'm sure. Let's see. We have a bunny always wants food. Yeah, my sister has or had a rabbit. I think she still has it. She's at college now, though, so I think the rabbit is living with my parents along with her cat and my brother's cat, and again, they don't live at home now, so my family or my parents just have all the pets except for my pets because I take care of my pets. Am I gonna do a spoiler talk stream when season 3 part 2 comes out? Yeah, it comes out on Thursday of next week. Probably on the Friday we're gonna be doing a spoiler talk stream. Might be a little bit underwhelming because, again, we've pretty much been talking spoilers in a bunch of other videos. But, yeah, planning on doing that on the Friday after. No, away from the wires. Take a shot every time Momo goes by the wires. Yeah. Anything else that we can talk about here, or that we should talk about before we wrap up for this evening? Because I'm hungry. I want to go make some food and then probably go to bed because I'm also tired. Then again, I might chug the rest of this Baja Blasted, get some caffeine pumping through my veins. It does have caffeine, right? Yep. Thank God. Your cat just eats when it wants to. Yeah, we used to have that set up with our 2 cats as well. Like, we used to just have the food bowl out whenever, and then, they could just come and go as needed. But after a while, we realized that Waffle was hoarding all the food, because of course she was. So we were like, you know what? You guys are on food timers now. And every now and then, one of the cats will finish up early and try to steal the other one's food. It's like, nope, I don't think so. Eat your food. Favorite Optimus Primal design. I really like... honestly, they're all pretty good, except for maybe the Beast Machines one. I like the Beast mode from Beast Machines, not so much the Robot mode. But if I had to pick one, either Optimal Optimus or the Transmetal Optimus. Surfing Monkey. In fact, I might want to go with Surfing Monkey. But Optimal Optimus is pretty cool too. Just not the biggest fan of the huge hands on Optimal Optimus. Looks a little ridiculous. Favorite Scourge design? Probably from Rise of the Beasts. I think that's my personal favorite Scourge. And are you going to make a video about part 2 with Thunderfang and the Forbidden 5? Yes, I am. Probably at some point this weekend. Gonna probably do like a little video about the villains of Season 3 Part 2, so be on the lookout for that. Again, planning on this weekend, but things could always get pushed back. Like, let me look at my schedule here. See what I have for tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow maybe. If not tomorrow, probably on Sunday. Because I want to talk about a few other things. Apparently, or wait. Okay, yeah, never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was going to say, I'm looking forward to the next Source Dragon reveal tomorrow more than anything. But still have a few slots to make use of. So, with that being said, everyone, why don't we wrap it up there for stream tonight? We streamed for 1 hour and 23 minutes without any lag. Hooray! The evil has been defeated. Favorite Cheetor design. By the way, streaming schedule, and let's wrap it up. Favorite Cheetor design? Because I like Rise of the Beasts Cheetor a lot in terms of his design, but I think, again, I gotta go with the Transmetal design. Like, the Robot mode and the Beast mode both look pretty sick. Like, I like Transmetal 2 Cheetor's Cheetah mode, not so much the Robot mode, but I'd say probably Transmetal Cheetor. With that being said, everyone, thank you so much for swinging on by. Hopefully you enjoyed this stream. Finally a lag-free stream. I'm so happy. You guys have no idea. Have a great weekend, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream, like I said. Stay safe out there. Make good choices, and we will see you guys again next week. I'm going to try to do more streams next week, so be on the lookout for those. Until then, hope you guys have a good one. We'll catch you guys again later. Peace.